Well, I know everybody's heard of people in the manosphere saying no cohabitation, no cohabitation, no cohabitation. Why no cohabitation? I mean, what could go wrong? Well, when you first start dating a woman and everything seems great, everything's beautiful in the beginning, you know, your girlfriend might say to you, because you may have to drive back and forth to your girlfriend's house, and she might say to you, you know what, honey? You'll save money if you move in with me because I live closer to your job. You know what I'm saying? I live closer to your job. And you can save money on rent. Just pay half the rent here. Okay? Which translates to you paying all the rent. And then, we can see each other every day. We can spend more time with each other. And then I don't have to worry about, I don't have to worry so much. This and that. Basically, when she says she doesn't have to worry so much, that means she can keep an eye on you, make sure you ain't messing around or whatever. And vice versa, you can keep an eye on her. You know what I mean? So she's gonna put that in your mind. And then you're gonna say to yourself, you know what, honey, you're right. Maybe I should just move in here because it'll be cheaper. It'll be cheaper for me to just stay here, and then I don't have to drive back and forth to work like that because you only live around the corner from my job. you know. And she's gonna say, yeah, and then you could just spend, half of that money and put that money on half of the rent here, and then the rest of the other money you could save. Now, it sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds real good, but a lot of you guys go for it. And then what happens? You move in together. Everything is beautiful. You start moving in the furniture. You start decorating, painting the house or the apartment, whatever have you. And everything's nice. You guys get to eat dinner together. You get to watch television together. It's a lot of togetherness. And it's great, It's great. But if you're a guy who likes his privacy in certain aspects, all of that's out the window. That privacy's gone. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys ever had the type of girlfriend where every time you get in the shower, she has to come in the bathroom and talk to you while you're taking a shower. I had a girlfriend where I would take a shower and she would have to sit on the toilet and sit in there and talk with me. Okay? Sometimes it would get so bad that even if I was in there going number 2, she'd be trying to come into the bathroom to talk to me. Okay? And I'm doing the number 2. I couldn't even do number 2 by myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, privacy, totally gone. Okay? She's always there. Always there. Always there. Okay? You don't get a chance to even have your friends over like that. You can have your friends over and stuff like that, but she's always going to be walking around in the background, looking, giving you the signal like, it's kind of late now, time for your friends to go home and everything, You got a curfew put on you, okay? And then you might not mind that also all that much because, your family loves her family loves you and all these things. So living together is great. That's your boo, that's your bae, or whatever the kids say nowadays. And once the honeymoon phase is over, okay, once all the gloriousness of cohabitating is over with, oh, not to mention you get to sleep together every night, so you got that going. You can have as much as that as you want for the time being until the reality of cohabitating hits. Now, what I mean by the reality of cohabitating, I'm talking about this scenario where it starts to get so bad that when you come home from work, you might sit in your car and stare at that door before you even get up out of your car to walk in that house, because you know what you're in for when you go in there. You want to know what you're in for when you go in that house? This is what you're in for. You open the door, you close the door, you put your bag down, hang your jacket up. What do you hear? comes downstairs. Oh, hey, honey, guess what? Blah, 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 and blah, 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 and the blah, blah, and the blah, 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 blah. And Susie and them said that next week we're going to go to blah, 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 and I need you to get an outfit so that way we could all go and party, blah, 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 blah. We have to get together with Susie and her man because blah, 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 blah. Okay? You're getting invited to stuff that you have no knowledge about, okay? Your whole thought process is, yo, I was just busting my ass all day long at work. I don't want to hear none of this. I just want to eat, take a shower, watch the game, go to bed, okay? I really don't want to hear all of this stuff that you're talking about right now. I really don't care nothing about your day, but when you cohabitate with a woman, you have to sit around and talk about your day. How was your day? Well, how was my day? My day was not so bad. How was your day? Oh, well, you know, it was not so bad. Blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And my boss this, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. Okay? Constant talking, constant mundane conversations about stuff that you don't even care about. But you have to pretend that you care about these things because guess what? You made the mistake of cohabitating. Okay? And this is part of it, what you got to do. And when you don't do these things and you start to just, do your own thing, you come in the house, you relax, you watch the game, mind you, through all that talking, there was no food being presented to the table or anything like that. Okay? You might even have to ask, what's going on with dinner? What we having for dinner? You know what I'm saying? And 8 times out of 10, you're gonna get, oh, well, I was tired. I really didn't feel like cooking, and blah 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 blah. See, now if you had lived by yourself, you would have already had it in mind that, okay, look at when I get home, I gotta cook this, I gotta have, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah, so that way I can eat, take a shower, do the game or whatever. Because when you live by yourself, you have your routine. You know what I'm saying? You might even have your chicken breasts and everything else all thought out for you. So that way by the time you get home, you can start cooking and doing what you got to do. But when you live with a woman, you're expecting her to fulfill her end of the bargain. And okay, I was just out working all this time. Okay? I come home like around 7 o'clock. Okay? Around 6:30, you should been chefing. Okay? There's no reason why you come in the house and you got to hear all this blah 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 blah, and it ain't no food though. There ain't no food happening. And she talk about she tired. Okay, now this is stuff right here that's gonna start wearing down on you. Not to mention the stupid arguments that's gonna start arising over dumb crap. Okay, over stuff that you don't even care about. And this is gonna happen every week.